Hi, my name is Sydney Howells. I did my presentation over NWA. NWA stands for Ends with Attitude, started in 1986 out of Compton, California, with Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, Eazy-E, MC Ren, and DJ Yella. The group was a hip-hop group and one of the earliest popularizers of gangster rap. They were ranked 83 on the 100 greatest artists of all time and sold over 9 million units in the United States alone. NWA went through a lot of controversy because of the type of lyrics their music had. They were often told they could not perform certain songs at concerts, for example, F the Police, and ended up getting banned from mainstream radio. December 1986, Ice Cube left the group and Ruthless because he felt like he was not getting paid enough to having wrote how many songs he wrote, which was half of Straight Outta Compton. He ended up suing his manager, Jerry Heller. Ice Cube then went on a solo career. The rest of the group continued making music, and they even dissed Ice Cube on a song called Real Ends. Ice Cube then made a comeback song. Ends for Life was the last album of the group. In 1991, Dr. Dre left the group and Ruthless to be the co-founder of Death Row Records with Suge Knight. The influences, they made a huge impact on the hip-hop world with their explicit and controversial lyrics about their lives dealing with violence, gang influence, drugs, and racial issues. Their music was said to be very disrespectful because of all the drug talk and talk about crime and women. But people didn't understand it was not just talk, but it was actually what they were going through. The influence went beyond just music. Many artists still credit NWA for being the first group to popularize the gangster rap. Education, Ice Cube took a year off to study drafting at Phoenix Institute of Technology, and Dr. J and Ice Cube became so successful because they saw the bigger picture and they educated themselves on the industry, unlike Eazy-E, DJ Yella, and MC Ren. Role models, they didn't necessarily have role models, but people looked up to them as role models, especially other hip-hop artists and even kids. They thought that since they are speaking about what's going on in their lives, they could do the same thing. Movements, one movement was hip-hop as one of the most dangerous groups, which was most hated by the FBI. Another movement was with police brutality. They were always terrorized because of their skin color, and they actually spoke about it in their songs, which is one of the reasons they were banned from mainstream radio, because of how bad they talked about the cops. Some work they've done, there's albums Straight Outta Compton, Ends for Life, and Greatest Hits. The most popular song was Straight Outta Compton. And this is just part of Straight Outta Compton. In August 14, 2015, Dr. Dre, Ice Cube, and other producers produced the movie Straight Outta Compton that made $56.1 million the opening weekend. That are people from the movie. This is Straight Outta Compton cover, this is the Greatest Hits cover, and this is Ends for Life cover. I picked this artist or this group because of how much they influenced the world with their music. Even though they went through a lot of stuff concerning the lyrics, they still kept going with the same music and didn't change. The main thing I liked about them was even when the police and critics and FBI were trying to take them down, they kept going, and they were strong as individuals and stronger together. Dr. Dre was born as Andre Young on February 18, 1965 in Compton. He was a producer, rapper, and entrepreneur. He was a successful record producer. He helped launch Dr. Dre, Eminem, 50 Cent, Kendrick Lamar in the game. In 1996, he left Death Row Records and made his own label called Aftermath Entertainment. He partnered with Monster Audio to launch Beats Electronics, and he sold them to Apple for $2.6 billion. And he was labeled the second richest figure in hip-hop by Forbes, with a net worth of $500 million. That's him. Eazy-E was born as Eric Wright on September 7th, 1964 in Compton, California. He died March 22nd, 1995 in Los Angeles. He was a rapper, performed solo and also with NWA. He was called the godfather of gangster rap. He dropped out of high school, 10th grade, and became a drug dealer, which helped launch Ruthless Records. He had a brief career in music after Dr. Dre and Cube left him, but it wasn't anything like them. He got 6 different people pregnant and had 7 children, and he was admitted to the hospital in 1995, thinking it was asthma, but died 11 days later from AIDS. That's him. Ice Cube was born as Ocean Jackson on June 15th, 1969 in Los Angeles. He was a rapper, record producer, actor, and filmmaker. He was the first member to leave the group, but still continued to write gangster rap in the 90s. He was ranked number 8 on MTV's list of top 10 greatest MCs of all time, and was also ranked 14th on the list of top lyricists of all time in 2015. He's been in many movies, including Friday, Next Friday, Friday After Next, Are We There Yet, Barbershop, and All About the Benjamins, etc. And that's him. And that's the We're Excited.